Hello everybody, my name is Austibogo and welcome back to another video. Now I know it's been like 2 weeks since I've had a video and I kind of took a little bit of a break from YouTube. I was kind of feeling a little bit burnt out, stressed out. Now we're back with it, we're back making videos and I'm super excited to get back in our nice Pete here, which is looking very beautiful in the snow here. We're here in Steamboat Springs for the first time up here in Colorado. And I was actually wanting to drive somewhere in Colorado, and I've got some friends over on Discord. One of them is Farmer John, the other one is JD Farmer 77YT, and they hooked me up with a really nice route. We're gonna go all the way from Steamboat Springs up here in northern Colorado down through Grand Junction. I can't remember. I think through Wrangell, however you say that name, through Montrose, and then down to Durango. And we're gonna be hauling, hopefully, some tires. I've got the load just right here ready for us to go, and all we need to do is go pick it up from the Drake car dealer. Alright, let's get this puppy rolling. We are pretty good on fuel. I did just quickly fuel the beast up before we went rolling here, so then we'd be completely good for going all the way down to Durango. And as well, I have a Logitech G920, the Xbox version of the G29 steering wheel, and it has force feedback, and I never really messed around with force feedback until the other day. I was trucking and I was like, let's mess around with it and see what it can do for us. I've turned force feedback on for my trucks. I've got actually the settings from JD Farmer 77YT. He's been really helpful for me for trucking, and so hopefully I'll be able to drive a little bit better. I was kind of a little bit goofy on curves. As I go around curves, they weren't real smooth. So hopefully this forward feedback will kind of fight against me as I turn and maybe make my curves a little bit smoother. Now, before we get actually rolling into this video, I would like to say that I have $369,000 in my bank account, which I'm hoping will go toward a new truck soon. But the only problem with that is I don't know which truck to buy. I have two right now. I have two Peterbilts and a Kenworth. And I was hoping to get a different brand, a Volvo or something, but I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. So tell me what kind of branded truck I should get down in the comments. What's your favorite type of truck? I'll buy anything. Just do keep in mind I'm not a high enough level for like the Cascadia truck, so if you wanted me to drive that, I can't right now, but for sure that's a truck to look into for the future as we get a higher level and we'll be able to buy it later. And another thing to keep in mind, this is TruckersMP, so no mods are really allowed, so I can't really do mods. I'm sorry guys. And I've just missed my turn. Put our hazards on. We'll back up right quick. No one's around us. It's pretty empty here in Steamboat Springs. We've only got Happy Mesa over there, but both Farmer John and JD Farmer said that this route was really beautiful, and they said to make sure to do it during the day, so we are in daytime of course, so I'm really happy about that. Maybe it'll stop raining and snowing and we'll be able to just see for miles. Oh, we could do refrigerated triple. I think we'll probably just stick with the insulated, what they already give us. It's not a super high paying job, but it is just enough where we're making enough money here. There is our trailer. See if we can't back up right to it. Definitely feeling this force feedback. It's nice. I've been doing some sim racing off camera too, just in my free time, and force feedback is awesome, you know, whenever you're driving, speeding around a lap. And we got it, so we'll go ahead and park her up, get this all coupled up, ready to go. It's got some nice decals on the side of this trailer. It's kind of different. Usually the trailers don't really have decals, but I do like this. Voltison Motors with all them gears. Looks very beautiful. I think we'll probably do a tug test here. Got the brake on. Yep, looks like the trailer is ready to go, so we can rock and roll out of here. Rain, I feel, is starting to pick up a little bit, and I do hope that we don't have too many frame drops in these videos. I know my computer gets really hot as I'm recording because it's recording and also playing the game and also recording my audio while having Discord open, so it's kind of a lot for a computer to keep up with, especially a laptop. It doesn't really have the greatest cooling system, so that's why sometimes you'll see little frame drops, little kind of pauses in the game. Hopefully we don't have too many. I've got my ceiling fan on to kind of circulate the air, get it nice and cool. I'm pretty cool in here. Man, this rain is heavy. Go ahead and turn my lights on for other drivers. And I would like to say as well, I have joined a trucking company, which this has been within the past few months, called the ITC, which is a really great community. They have convoys every single weekend and lots of active members, great people to be around, and I'm having a blast. Cargren is the kind of leader of it, and John and JD both help out a lot in the company. I'm just kind of a driver. I chill out and I get them miles, rack up miles, and you can kind of compete with other companies on how many miles you've done within that month. It's just a really great time. So if you're interested, there'll be a link down in the description on where to join it. They have a Discord server and just a great group of people. Well, I am hoping that the rain does stop fairly soon, because I would like to see, a little bit further than just a mile in front of us. And I have messed around with some of the automatic gearbox settings as well within American Truck Simulator. So now, basically, if you want to mash it, it'll downshift and go into a lower gear, so then you can get kind of more speed, more power, which I'm hoping will help us going up hills so we don't lose as much speed and make us go faster and just enjoy the sceneries. I mean, it's looking pretty nice up here in Colorado. I really do like the mountains in Colorado. I think the mountains just look absolutely beautiful. Oh yeah, I can feel the force feedback pulling against me whenever I go around the curves. It's awesome. It really is. Sim racing, simulation games, they are so realistic, especially nowadays with all the steering wheels you can get and all the force feedback. I think you can even get like force feedback pedals. I know in the new like PS5 they have the force feedback triggers, which I think is just absolutely incredible. Oh, it's getting a little bit slippery here. Kind of a nasty day. It's all foggy and stuff. Oh, that looks like a nice little river down there. Now, I've never been in this part of Colorado, so this is all new for me. I've been down kind of more of the southwestern part of Colorado, down in Colorado Springs, where my trucking headquarters is, or one of them. So I've been down there. I think there was 1 or 2 episodes ago we went from Colorado down to New Mexico, and I had a lot of fun looking at all the scenery there. But yeah, I still can't get over how beautiful a game American Truck Simulator is, and how crazy big it is too. Like, it takes you hours and hours to get from one side of the country to the other. It's just crazy what SCS software can do. And I mean, I have decent graphics settings, I have a decent computer, but you can go even crazier than this. You can get, I think you can even get shaders for American Truck Simulator and ATS 2 to make it look even more beautiful. And I mean, this game is already beautiful with medium to high settings. We're kind of all out here alone. If we get a flat tire, get a breakdown, we're kind of out of luck. Actually, we're hauling tires, so maybe if we're lucky enough and we get a flat tire, we'll just get a tire out of our trailer and slap it on the big rig and be good to go. But yeah, with the normal automatic transmission gearbox, you wouldn't be able to go over 1500 RPMs, and now we're going over 1500 RPMs a little bit here and there if we need a little bit more power, get up shifting, get up on a hill or something, which I think will come in handy for hills especially. But that Drake car sales, I can't remember that being a brand in American Truck Simulator. I think that's new. I mean, I've never seen this trailer before, so I think that Drake car dealer has to be new. I've never seen it before. One thing that I really hope that they add to American Truck Simulator is the ability to hop outside your truck and actually walk around, which you do have a little camera here. I'll show you, which you can move around and stuff. I don't want to go too far, otherwise we'll crash our truck. But you can move that camera around. That's how I teleport my truck from city to city, going to single player, and have the console commands and say go to whichever city. That's how we ended up in Steamboat Springs earlier, so then we could take this nice little drive up to Durango. But yeah, it'd be really nice if you could actually walk around and look at your truck without, pulling up the picture manager, the screenshot taker, whatever it's called. But anyway, we'll get down into Colorado, get into the heart of Colorado, and see if we can't see some beautiful scenery and get out of this crazy snowstorm. Well, we've made it to the interstate, and back there was some absolutely beautiful road. It was like along a mountain. It had very twisty, windy road, which was unique. I really liked it. I went pretty slow on it. I didn't know the road, so I didn't want to go super fast and fly off the mountain. But I really did. I enjoyed the view. Even with all this fog, I could see kind of a little bit, and that's the part of Colorado that I just absolutely love. I love all the mountains there. I think it's just beautiful. And you go to the top of the mountain, you can see for miles and miles whenever it's not raining, of course. But now we're cruising on the interstate, heading up to Grand Junction now. Just have to take this exit. I have passed, I think, 3 or 4 trucks going through Colorado back there, and that was pretty nice to see some trucks. That's what I really like about multiplayer, is you can see other trucks and they're real other people. I just wish there was more trucks and more people. Maybe one day I'll switch to ATS 2, which I've heard is absolutely crazy and traffic jams everywhere, which I think might be kind of fun. Green means go, so we gas it. The only thing that I really don't like about the automatic gearbox now is that it skips gears. Like, especially like it'll skip from 12 to like 14 or 15 even now. But I don't know if it's because I'm mashing on the pedal too hard either. See, if I kind of ease on the pedal, it still skips a gear. Whenever I first got my steering wheel, I actually shifted the gears with the paddle clickers. Now they're my blinkers now, so I got my right and my left, but I used to shift with them, which I know Farmer John has a G29 as well, and he shifts with his paddles. But I kind of like just the simplicity of the automatic, just hitting the gas pedal and you're gone, you're going. And as well, the clicks will probably show up on the video, so I don't want to be, you know, clicking the whole time and y'all just hear clicking on the video whenever I'm shifting. This looks like a really busy town. It's kind of a unique town. I think with every single new state that comes out from SCF software, it just gets better and better. Like Colorado is already so much better than California and Nevada and all the states that came with the base game. And once they get all the way to like New York, it's going to be so realistic and just crazy. But SCS software just goes into so much detail making these maps. It's absolutely crazy. It's mind-blowing how much detail is in these. And if you go to the real cities in real life, you can see the resemblance from the game to real life. I wish it hadn't been raining this whole drive. We might have seen, you know, a little bit more. We might have seen a little bit more of the beautiful side of the state of Colorado. I still enjoyed Colorado. I really love the mountains, like I said earlier. It's just beautiful to me. I saw as well back there, I saw a telehandler that was loading up a trailer and a tractor, which that just reminded me of Farming Simulator completely. I think it was a yellow telehandler, which I'm guessing was based off of a JCB. But of course they can't brand it as a JCB because then they get copyrighted and all that stuff. Not exactly sure how that works, but I know they can't use JCB without JCB's permission. But I just thought that was really cool, a nice little addition to brighten up my day through Colorado. Oh, and it looks like the snow is clearing away, so we can actually see everything now. Go ahead and turn our wipers off and our lights off as we cruise through Montrose here. Montrose? I'm not really good with names of cities, but this does look like a nice city. Very well modeled. You know, I was saying that the game looked absolutely beautiful a while ago. Look how vivid this game looks with the green. This is absolutely mind-blowing. Well, we can for sure enjoy the final stretch of road down to Durango, so we'll just keep on cruising.
Can't remember what it's like to surrender, I need it. It's hard to resist the thing that I missed for so long. Can't remember what it's like to surrender, I need it.
We've made it all the way to Durango, and I've just got an achievement from Steam saying the $1 Million Highway. So I guess JD Farmer and Farmer John took me through the $1 Million Highway, which, I mean, it looked like $1 million. It was absolutely beautiful. The cool thing now is it's snowing a little bit, which it's not raining, so it still looks beautiful, but it's got that nice snow. It's still winter. It's kind of nice to have a nice little snow. There was a few trucks that we met on the curves, on those really tight curves, and I just tried to stay. I was on the outside lane, so I just tried to stay to the most outside that I could. And then the other truck drivers were very nice. They gave me plenty of room, and it was very nice. I know if I was in single player though, with all the cars that would be around, and cars don't really, make room for you. So I feel like I probably would have crashed into a few cars on those really tight curves and roads. And I think the settings for the gearbox, I think that helped a little bit on the hills, getting up them and getting higher than 1500 RPM, especially for those steep inclines. I mean, I feel like it helped a lot, and we didn't really lose speed. I mean, the speed limit was fairly slow too, which was a good thing because those roads were super cramped and tiny. I mean, I feel like for a car it'd be kind of a halfway challenge for a truck and a trailer. I mean, it was difficult. I couldn't keep it in between in the same lane. I had to go move into the other lane a little bit. I'll tell you what, there is plenty of red lights here in Durango. And here we are at Drake's car dealership. They got some nice Ford Raptors over there. It looks like a Mustang. They really like their Ford. Alright, let's see how tight this Drake car dealership is over here. I think if we swing around here, we got to get turned around. Oh, I guess I went the wrong way too. The arrows are pointing in the direction we really needed to go. We'll make it work. We're professional drivers here. Alright, we should be able to make this work now. If we just back her up, turn her a little bit that way, and that should be pretty straight, ready to go. Alright, there we go. Go ahead and turn our hazards off, set the parking brake, unload this sucker. Awesome, so that was 413 miles, and we made $16,000, and we got a little bit of XP here. We're still an instructor, so we're still professional drivers. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit the like button down below and subscribe while you're down there. And don't forget, in the next episode we'll be buying a new truck, so make sure to tell me what kind of truck to buy in the comments down below. And big thank you to JD Farmer 77YT and Farmer John for hooking me up with this load. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.